What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the YouTube channel for part 2 of The Operator. It's a game we've recently started playing, and I've recently enjoyed playing this game. Right now, Hal is about to has been contacting us again, so we're about to go back in, and yeah, I hope you guys have been liking this. I've been liking playing it and editing it, putting it all together. Now, about that debt, Evan. Let's just get this over with. Good. Now I'm going to connect you to another FBI agent. Her name is Catherine Andrews. Just listen to what she has to say. Open your terminal and type the following command. Okay, call 187-222-1998. No secure. Alright, I'm guessing it's gonna call somebody. Yeah, there's no picture for her either. Interesting.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling.
Okay. Like I had a choice.
Look, I get
Facts.
it. Hal can be a world-class pain. Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FBI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes. Well,
Time sounds a
it
little
gets
strange.
worse. So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name. Mia Cole. Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in our oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FBI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's where I'm hoping you can help me.
How do you know it's not an accident?
Go ahead and search them in the Human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
Alright. Let's see. This guy's completely just like, what the heck?
Look,
okay, so
I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you help me find proof Mia's fire wasn't an accident?
Okay.
You'll take a look then? Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal.
Of course I gotta ask Hal. Funny, I was just working on this very thing. So it looks like I can't give you direct access to the files. But I found a bug in the chat. You should be able to inject a what? That'll get you in. Just type this. Okay. I guess it's this one, right?
Despite being, well, a thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results.
Written by Agent Andrews and modified on by. Why is that? These are all redacted. Fire started, minimal evidence remained at the scene, Mia Cole, a wedding ring, faulty wiring, an oven? Okay, Sacha Mia, wedding picture, that's Mia. I'm guessing. How come that guy's face is like just gone? Hello. You opened a chemical sample. We have automatically given you access to CSLCA data report application. You can find it with the other applications in the top left menu. Okay, I know how to do this, so it's cool. I think. I keep forgetting. Okay. Let's open this up. Cool. Let's put this here. This. Don't need that. Then okay. I don't need that either right now. Okay. Let's try to stay organized here, guys. All right. For solid samples, 3.5. Okay. 3.5. Weight in grams times 250. Or non-organic, sorry. So 420. Hey, hello. Half of that, I think, right? Half of that? Yeah, half. Okay, 210. And this should be 5? What? 6? Okay, cool. We're good. This takes a minute. Alright, cool. Let's see. How to read. Okay, cool. 1 to 5. 1 and 5 spikes. Okay. So I put 901, 6.5 to CCTV and pH balance there. And then next.
2 hours later.
Faulty wiring might. You know what?
Yeah,
This
let's
was
keep
no
it PG,
accident.
guys.
Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why?
What are you gonna do?
Maybe I'll end up at a desk in a dark basement somewhere, but I'm going to keep digging into this. It matters to me.
Okay. Why is it so important?
I grew to know her. Mia, I mean.
How you grew
With
to
our
know a
line of
dead
work,
person?
you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy, anyway.
Anyways,
Almost from the start.
what's
And
happened to the
usually,
screen?
I can turn the switch off. I learned to do that. Feel nothing. But with Mia, I just never could.
What the heck is
She
happening?
wanted to be a singer, she told me. That was her dream. And I'm not exactly an expert, but she did have a good voice. Really. She was
Oh, the visuals?
just
Tough.
wanted to find her music husband. I found something else out there. Sasha disappeared. She was 3 months pregnant. Always the thought of her raising that child on her own. After everything that happened, they thought it was and one day, she and the baby were suddenly gone. Someone killed them, Operator Tanner. Someone killed Mia and her baby. Are you still there? Oh, anyway, thanks, Operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal, well, as much as someone can know Hal,
Facts.
I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
Okay. Good luck, Agent Andrews. Alright. So, you found evidence proving the fire wasn't an accident. Well done, Evan. Maybe there's hope for you yet. The way the FBI has handled the Cole case, it's strange, don't you think? It does seem suspicious. Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. I just don't know what they're hiding or why. Look, I know you probably still don't trust me. I'm on the FBI's most wanted list. I hacked into your computer. I get it. But tell me something. Why would I bother going to the trouble of working with a low-level FBI employee? Sorry. That's crazy work. If I didn't have a good reason. No idea, Chief. Maybe you're thinking about turning me in to get that reward. But it's too late. You're in too deep. Bro, what the heck? Mike?
Operator Tanner, can I have a word?
Of course.
I see that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole. You want to tell me why?
Wanted to catch up on a case.
I see. In the future, I want you to avoid anything related to Sasha and Mia Cole. It's a closed case. A total waste of your time. And if by chance something else pops up concerning the Coles, and this is very important, you come to me right away. Understood?
What's the big deal about
Oh,
him?
there's no deal, Evan. It's just highly confidential, classified, and way above your pay grade. I'm sure you understand.
I understand.
I'll talk to you later.
Director. Bro, this guy's acting weird now, right? I know it's probably difficult lying to your friend, but you did the right thing, Evan. As a reward, I'll tell you something about myself. Something that only 2 other people know. The reason I have so much access to the FBI, I used to work there. You were in the FBI? That's crazy. I can't tell you more for the moment, but yes, I was. As improbable as that seems. What do I do now? For now? Nothing. I'll be in touch later, Evan. Okay. That's crazy. Alright, 4:55. Oh, Barry.
So who the hell am I talking to this time?
It's still me, Chief.
Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert. You remember, right?
Yep,
Where
I
she
do.
said this, flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that.
Right.
But I did find something else.
Chat. I think these cases are connected somehow. I don't know. Something disturbing?
You could say that. You could definitely say that. I found stones. A bunch of stones lying there on the surface of the sand.
Yeah, it's
I'm
kind of
no
weird just having
geologist,
stones.
but they look funny to me. Like they've been moved. Put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit.
Right.
The team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body. Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. And lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
How many corpses are out there?
Hard to say, but I counted more than 100 stones. If they're all grave markers, well,
Chat.
I'll let you
The
do
list.
the math. Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young. Look, I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
Consider it done, Agent.
Let me send you the files. Well, it's taking a while. Hard to access the satellite out here in Roswell. Dryfield.
What's Roswell?
Okay. Looks like it went through. About goddamn time.
Okay, let's see.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination
9?
now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on.
Oh my gosh.
Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor
that's
tooth
crazy.
and
A
a
9-year-old?
slight
Come
curvature
on,
in the
man.
metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months.
6
Further
to 8
testing and
months?
analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Yo, it's possible she spent her birthday in that grave, dog. That's crazy. That's the guy that's dead. Alright, photo back. What's this?
Yeah, that looks like it could be the first name.
Gabby.
But I'll need the last name too. I'm thorough like that.
Chat. I think we go through here. Bring up that human DB. Go back, bring this. Just move that over. And bring this. Alright, let's go through these names. We know we're looking for Gabby. Gabby Mills. Let's see. I don't think that's it, Chief. Let's see. Gabe Rose. He's missing too. Speed violation. That's it? Okay. Georgia Kepler. Gabby Bruce. Oh my gosh, guys. Let's see. There. Her name is Gabby Bruce.
How did you find this, Tanner?
Her name is on the list.
Just when you think this case
They're
can't
linked.
get
They're
any
linked,
weirder,
guys.
that's
I told y'all.
exactly
I told
what
y'all.
it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
She got that abnormal growth, like he said, like they said in the video, or the audio.
I'll be damned. 9 years old, Tanner.
That's what I'm
Breaks
saying,
your
bro.
goddamn heart. What the hell is going on out here? And what's a connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence. Want to see if that name is on your magical list too?
Quentin Spence. He's here. Missing. Yeah, he's right here.
So
Yo.
there's definitely a link.
They're
I
linked.
see
These cases
some of
are
the
linked,
names have
bro.
been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
Yeah. I guess it means you're missing if you're crossed, right?
Looks to be about 100 names like that. That number matches the stones. God damn.
That's
and
crazy.
if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner. They found him buried in a lab coat with some, you're never gonna guess, floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder? Now the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh, I'm sending everything your way.
D1 hater. Telling you. Oh, God don't like ugly. Hallelujah.
There you go.
That's him. Alright. Floppy disk 2. Floppy disk 1. Study. Guess this just explains what it was, I guess. Alright, synopsis. Okay. Alright. What's that? Okay. Oops, I didn't even look at Res 1. Let's see. Alright. Res 2. Okay. Just models. If you got something to do with these models, maybe? Guys. We have to figure out the password, right? Okay. Let's see. Okay. To unlock the files, use 105 ENDIAN. 105 ENDIAN. I got it. If you are reading this, it means I'm no longer living, and that I've been buried in the dry-field desert like the other subjects. I implore you, whoever you are, to share my story with anyone who can make things right. My name is Quentin Spence. I was head of operations at the BioM facility. I'm writing this letter because I am about to resign from my job that one cannot simply resign from. As per protocol, I will most likely be sent to the desert burial site with all my belongings. I deserve this punishment. I am sick. So sick of everything that we have done, supposedly in the name of science. If you have found me, then I'm assuming you have found the others too. Every person buried here is in the sand is this project is a Project Eve test subject. Eve was led by Dr. Henry Jenkins. I can't read. I am not trying to shift the blame onto him. I bear my share of responsibility in this matter. While our intentions were noble, at least in the beginning, I now see that we went too far, and I am ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits me in the next world. You have found this document, but perhaps the contents of my lab coat pocket remain undiscovered. Perhaps they could not crack the password necessary to open the floppy disk. Maybe they assumed the floppy disk contained only my research papers. Regardless, what truly matters now is you. You have the power to stop this. Biome facility. That's the address. Please do not be as cowardly as I am. Quentin. Find the next step. Address. Alright, chat. Spence worked at the Biome facility. It's
I'll
here.
let it go to your operator head, but that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner. The address you sent, it's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning.
All
Tonight, I think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
I agree. That is crazy. Take care of yourself, Agent Walker. All right, all right, all right. Cool. This is the end of our day.
Well, look, you need to do something about it. He's poking around, asking too many questions. He's going to expose us all if you don't rein him in. Yes, his shift is over. Yes. All right. Yeah, fine. We'll talk later. Bye.
Chat? Hello? So, yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.